I'm sure you know by now, the media has been talking about it all week. Probably saw it on your phone at the very least. Good thing is your phone will change by itself. A lot of appliances do at this point, but DST ending on Sunday, 2 a.m. So 2 a.m. becomes 1 a.m. and we go back in time briefly. Yes, the old moniker, fall back, spring ahead, we're falling back. Use this as an opportunity around the house, get some things done that you don't often do. Dryer vents, smoke alarms, CO2 alarms, check the batteries in that if you have a weather radio, clean the dryer vents. There's so many of these little things. I mean, you can Google it, but these are just a few things. 4:35 is our sunset on Sunday evening. So let's talk a little bit. Where did this whole idea come from? It's so controversial. Are we going to keep it? Are we going to get rid of it? So all the way back to Ben Franklin, 1700s, he wanted to do it to conserve candles. Obviously, that was how things were lit at the time. Now, the first city to enact it was actually Port Arthur, Canada in 1908. And then the German Empire adopted it a few years later. And then, a few years after that, it was implemented by the U.S. during World War I time, 1918 to be exact. And it was done to conserve energy, kind of what old Ben originally had intended it for. They called it wartime as a result. And then it became standard as of the Uniform Time Act, 1966, but the states still have the right to choose. There have been some states that tried to push legislation, but the only two states that don't follow it right now, Arizona and Hawaii. And we'll see how that changes maybe in the next couple of years. Clouding up overnight tonight. It's going to be a fairly mild day tomorrow, and most important of all, a dry day. I'm so ready to get rid of this stat here, the dry, or I should say, the wet weekend stat. 5 times a week I mention it? Let's put it to bed. Cloudy but dry tomorrow, and then we'll see some brighter skies with intervals of sun and clouds. Looks like a couple of sprinkles way north and west of the area. That's not going to do anything anyway. But yeah, sun and clouds, highs near 60 again on Sunday. Sunday, slightly better day, but again, splitting hairs here. 8 to 14 day outlook. Temperatures much warmer. Central and western portions of the United States are likely going to be close to average here in the Northeast. Maybe slightly below average. That's not a perfect map, but again, a pretty good projection where temperatures are going to be on the whole. Doesn't mean you can't get a very warm day, a very cold day, but on the whole, it should be averaging out. And I think it is going to be more of a flat line and less of an averaging because of these crazy ups and downs like we have over the past week. 43 tonight, clouds increasing, winds southwest to west tomorrow, 61 degrees. Again, mostly cloudy skies, maybe a few breaks in the morning. I think it's cloudier in the afternoon. Decent day Sunday, Patriots are home. Monday, 55, a little bit cooler. It is a front coming through after all. Even though it doesn't yield rain, it'll cool things down. Tuesday and Thursday's front will do the same as well, as those are both of your days for rain